Hi everyone, and welcome to today's class. Today, last day of August, we have a full blue moon, a supermoon, second full moon in this month of August, and maybe you feel like with all this letting go, with all this healing of the month of August, and now this intense letting go energy, you feel like there is some space. And maybe also literally in your life something has made way, whether it was a belief system, a way of thinking, point of views, opinions, or people, or situations, or things. But maybe you feel really different from when when the month started with the 1st of August, full moon. Also supermoon very close to the earth. So maybe you like to look into your diary, but anyway, maybe you just know. So the point is, this space that you feel is there, allow it to be. Don't rush into filling it with something. Be patient with all these retrograde energy that we presently have, and see what the universe brings you. Of course, have your intentions and just see what it may bring you. Maybe you also want to check my energy updates on How You Can About It on YouTube, because that's really a point that my guides made. Don't fill this space. Allow it to be. Okay, so let's see what we're guided to do. And as you can see, I've also got my favorite outfit here again, Oisho Cont. I've mentioned that before. It's not only comfortable, it's just working with the lines we're working in. I will link it below. It's not sponsored, it's just my personal tip and preference. Okay, so little toes in line with your hips and muscle line, little fingers in line with your shoulders, sit bones together, and then it's like a fountain through the crown of the head, ribs together, your knees and elbows relaxed, and of course the center line, nose, sternum, navel, pubic bone, and then we sink navel towards the spine, and we're good to go. You don't have to remember this, I will keep reminding you. It's all loose here because of the fountain and strong energy going through, but it's flowing, yeah? Visualization and not pushing anything. Okay. We start with the reaffirmation of the upper arms, meaning little fingers towards the thumbs, and it's all so very much flowing. Everything is relaxed. Ribs together. Lengthen in your folds and relaxing. And one more time, little fingers towards the thumbs, lengthening everything, making space everywhere. And relax. Okay, just relax. Palms facing the other way. Now thumbs towards the little fingers, lengthen, ribs together, lengthening everything. And relaxing. One more time, thumbs towards the little fingers, lengthening everything, ribs together, just very long. And relaxing. Okay, just go towards the edge of the mat. Sit bones together again, same muscle coordination, and down we go. Relaxing. And just relax your head. Whenever you need to bend your legs, that's fine. Put some books or yoga blocks underneath if you can't reach the floor. You're not expected to be flexible at all, but you may become flexible if you keep going. So, navel towards the spine, yes, I'm rounding between my pubic bone and navel, and then lengthen. I feel that in my lower back. We think of sit bones towards the head, so the fountain keeps going. And again, navel in, and the fountain keeps going. And one more time, navel in, and lengthening and relaxing. Just let the blood flow back. Breathe. Okay, well, we're going to repeat this, and then we'll do a little turning, navel in, lengthen from the spine. So I'm looking at my middle finger. It's nothing to do with my arm, really. It's only like the reference point, because it's all about the body, the upper body turning. And this is a very good release exercise if you have tension in your neck and upper back, shoulders lengthening. Again, no pushing, just visualizing a big circle upwards, a semicircle, and the circle downwards. It's again, first think of the length of the upper body, and then comes the arm. So it's all about that lengthening, and lengthening, navel in, lengthen, lengthen, and relax. Just let the blood flow back and breathe. Okay, good. As I'm saying, the first exercise is always set, so I know, okay, we do the reaffirmation, working our way three-dimensionally. Yeah, nothing here, so this is always why it's free, lengthening. And then we need to stretch the back, move it. And the next one is for our stability, working the lower back and the hip coordination. And I think we may be guided to do this, I don't know, forever, because so many people are struggling there, and it really helps. And it's not a point if you can do it like here, that's fine, because it's only about and not even get your back straight. Yeah, that's the thing. To just think the energy through, that's totally enough. And you notice that you feel so much better. Yeah, I do this with clients who are, well, very much into the golden generation. Yes, very much. So you can do that. You can do that. Lengthening. It's not about what it looks like. Yes, please remember. It's always about what it feels like. This is why it is called like this, because your body speaks through emotion. Lengthening energy through your head. So it's like the fountain is always there. And think the energy through. And as long as you notice you can do a little bit more, think a little bit more, visualize a little bit more, and it has an effect, go for it. So it may take longer on one side than on the other. Okay? So here we go. Try to stretch up a little bit more. Of course, this can be bent. Here are your books, yoga blocks, whatever. Okay? You don't have to be able to do splits in the air, no problem. Lengthen. Unless you need it, I need it, as you know. Lengthening, relaxing here. And relaxing. Just from the center, lengthening into different directions via visualization and thought. Okay, so thoughts and images are key here, and of course, breathing in a relaxed, continuous way. Relaxing here. Make sure that your hips are parallel to the floor. Lengthening. Yeah, I always think that you already know it, but maybe there's someone who's new. Okay, so for me, I need to repeat this. You are obviously free to do this as well, to take a break, or to go on with the next exercise, which I do not even know what it is, because I am guided. So let's see, curious. Make sure you're not twisting your hip. lengthen, and think the leg long. If you think the leg long, it will get straighter. We found out by what happened with my own body. And relaxing. Just let the blood flow through, take the time you need. Yes, very important. Okay. So one more. Lengthen. Lengthen. Lengthening everything. Relaxing here. Okay. Wow. Yes, okay, so what are we doing next? We're doing some push-ups, I get to here. Okay, so the ladies' version, first of all, is on your knees. You can either have your legs parallel or crossed. And it's not about making your arms work, it's about the fountain. Elbows close to your body, just relaxing here. And then looking in between your fingertips, so you have a long neck and a long back, and it's really not up and down, it's relaxing your elbows, and then think of the fountain, and the fountain takes you up. So, ladies' version. Now, the gentleman version is little fingers in line with your little toes, and then you just relax, same thing, and the fountain takes you up. So you are in a diagonal line. And you don't do many, you do them slowly, and the goal is to really, from your center, fountain, see how much strength do you have. So strong fountain, that's the idea, okay? So I have a little variation in case this was not very challenging for you, although you meant to do some more. Either the other way or this way. You lengthen one leg, and then you do it like on one leg. But your feet stay where we just have been mentioning. Lengthening. Lengthening. So with sit bones in line with your heels, and the energy flowing from your sit bone through your heels is actually what's holding your leg in a straight line. So you visualize that straight line. At the same time, you visualize the very strong fountain, because that's the strongest thing anyway. Okay, and we're not done yet. We're doing a balance. Okay. Right, so you can either do it on the underarms here, and then you've got your little fingers in line with your little toes, and you're here lengthening and relaxing. And it's not holding, it's about sit bones or fountain through your head, and lengthening through your legs. Navel in. And again, navel in, lengthen, and relax. Otherwise it would be like this, and then your belly will stuck out. This is the correct way, yeah? I'm sure you can see it. Okay, the other option is to do this in the plank position. So this means, again, same position as before, here, lengthening, and it's all about the fountain and release. Breathing in. On the out breath, fountain, see how you can lengthen and relax. Make sure you've got all your toes on the floor. I did not at some point, so very important, lengthening. And it may look like it, but your elbows are relaxed, not stretched. Okay, so if this last one was not challenging, let's see what we can do. Now, biggest possible circle, lengthening here. And the biggest circle to go down, butt down, other side, making sure you've got your shoulder blades in line. Now you can see, hopefully I have mine in line. And if that still is not enough, just make sure with your feet that you are safely standing. You can do a little balance here, lengthening. Yeah, although I like so much showing my backside. Today I'll do it like this. Lengthen, and lengthening, lengthening. Just see from the center how you can send energy through your head, your fingertips, and your feet. Alright? Okay, so now we're doing it the other way around, I bet, okay? Oh, this is interesting, so challenging today. Looks like it at the moment anyway. Okay, so we've got the little fingers in line with your shoulders, legs together, breathing in. On the out breath, you're lengthening everything. This is already the success. If you can't get your butt up, no problem. See, that's the success, activation of the muscles, and if that then lifts or not, it's not important, okay? Not important. Breathing in, it's about the feeling. The activation is here, and now it's up, okay? And down we go. Good, okay, that's fine with you, but this is not necessarily more difficult, okay? Right, breathing in, and lengthening, and same thing as before. I just show it again. This is the activation, can you see it? And this is relax. Activation, and then sit both head. This is how I get up. There's nothing with my arms, okay? And if you now like to move your legs a little bit, you can lengthen, biggest possible circle, and an even bigger circle to go down. But it's not about your legs, it's about the fountain. So more energy through your fountain. Make sure your elbows are well back, but shoulder blades even and relaxed. Okay, here we go. Now lengthening, and lengthening back and lower. Keep breathing, keep working calmly, and lengthening, lengthening energy through your head, and relax. Good. Breathe, out breath. I actually do all this on the out breath, yeah, so I very slowly breathe out. And as you may know from meditation, this is really helpful. Yeah, so slow out breath is something that really calms us. Okay, so now a little letting go here. You can do that in the softer, gentler, calmer version, which I will show you in just a moment. And this is easier than it looks, and it's just fun. You just need to have your head close to your chest, chin to your chest, okay? So the calmer version would be this. Just gently, like from side to side, hugging your legs, your knees. Okay, maybe you just want to stretch out a bit, lengthening. Or if your legs a little shake, and here. Yeah, and very interesting. I'm told that we're now on our tummy, so maybe you want to look at this first, or if you have done it with me before, anyway, no problem, then it will be fine. Because it's very important to not try to look up so you have your neck long all the time, yes? So it's one hand on top of the other, and your forehead rests on your hands. If you have a certain preference, I wanted to say, just change your hands. Okay, legs together, breathing in through your nose. On the out breath, navel in and think your elbows out, energy out of your elbows, your head and your toes, and just release. So this was the activation. Breathing in. On the out breath, navel in, elbows, energy out of your elbows, feet and head. And with this, we're coming up with the head and arms as they are, lengthening the arms parallel to the front, little fingers in line with your shoulders, palms facing down. And from here, you describe the biggest possible circle
and outwards until your little fingers arrive next to your upper body. Okay, breathing in here. Navel in, lengthen from the fingers and your head, and now reverse the circle until you get to the initial position. And down. Okay. Breathing in, navel in, up we go, arms and head, lengthening to the front, the arms, same thing. We do the same circle, don't rush it. Just make sure that you feel where you can lengthen a little bit more. And the lengthening comes from your upper body, not from your arms. Yeah, that's only a nuisance for the shoulder joint. Breathing in, out breath, navel in, lengthening from your fingers and your legs, which slightly come up into the air. And now just reverse the circle, coming back, lengthening everything. And back to the initial position, also down with your legs. Okay, now breathing in, we just focus on the legs now, navel in, lengthening the legs, which come up a little bit, the upper thigh still rests on the floor. You open your legs hip wide, and now you just think of lengthening your entire body, and like that, bringing your legs together, which can be actually, quite difficult, but that the length is the priority, and to not have any tension in your shoulders. So you really work from your center. Navel in, lengthening the legs, and you notice this is the reaffirmation of your upper thighs. Lengthening and lengthen energy through your head, and just work your muscles there. Lengthening. And lengthening. And lengthening. And relaxing. You don't have to do as many repetitions as I did. You can stop and start again. Of course you could do more, but make sure that your exercises are always perfect, right? So if you feel like your muscles are getting tired, stop and do it again. Okay? Good. Legs together again. Breathing in, lengthening, and just open again, and then lengthen, navel in, and again from here, lengthening and closing. Repeating what we've just been doing, lengthening and lengthening. Really focus on your shoulders this time. Is everything relaxed? You can even sink your elbows a little bit into the floor, into the mat, so you really notice that your neck, upper, back are free. Okay, so lengthening in all directions, and relax. Just let your legs sink down, and they are open hip wide now. So you just move your heels in and out, and you may feel the relaxation in your hips during this. Okay, so we leave the close your legs, sorry. Navel in. Now lengthen one leg and slightly open, making sure that your hips are on the floor, backwards and lower. Lengthen, that's very, very open. It's a very little lift, just over the floor. Lengthen, just over the floor. And lengthen and back, and up, and open, and back. Now lengthen both, and open, and together. One more time. And lower, and up, and open a little bit more, than before, so it's not hip wide, and navel in, and lower. One more time. Lengthen, open, just make sure, close. We do one last one, lengthen. Make sure that everything, neck, shoulders, is relaxed in the upper body, and relax. So it's only feeling from your navel, from your abs, how much strength do you need for your legs, okay? Good. Now, legs together, breathing in, navel in, coming up with your arms, lengthening forwards, opening to the side, and again backwards, describing the circle as before. Now what we do is breathe in, energy through the fingers and the head, and just take your chin on your chest, and keep sending energy through your head and your fingertips. And come back, lengthening your neck from the back. And again, energy, sit bones, head, meaning lengthening the entire upper body and your chin towards your chest. So you're really stretching behind your neck. And if you want to intensify this, you can give a little bit more energy through the fingertips. And if you have one side in particular, try that, and find out with which finger you need that. Now back to the center line, then back with your arms, and to the initial position and just rest. Good. Now take your hands underneath your shoulders, open your legs hip wide, lengthen the front and the back of your body, so it's not about coming up very much, and lengthen backwards, because maybe you need to just take care of your disc a little bit. Wow, that was a lot. Let's see how the back is. Interesting. Also interesting, I've shown one more exercise that we have to do. Okay. Right, so it's on the knees. If your knees are a little bit delicate, then just put something underneath. You can use a little towel or a cushion or a blanket. Yes, or a little blanket. Okay, good. Sit bones together, so of course it's in line, in my case with my hips. If my muscles were wider, then it would be in line with the muscles. We've got one leg in front, right in front, so we can keep the fountain and everything here is relaxed. Now lengthen and open your arms diagonally. Your shoulders are relaxed and your shoulder blades are in line. So lengthening from here, and the task is not to lift the leg. We can all do that. It's to activate the center line and to see if we can lengthen, 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 and lengthen and see what happens. Okay, and down. Breathing in. On the out breath, lengthening and down. Breathing in and lengthening. And I do one more. And the success would be the activation, and that's here. See that? This is relaxed. This is the activation, and then it may lengthen the leg. Okay. Lengthening and lengthening, coming back. Right. And other side. Lengthening here. Breathing in. On the out breath, here we are. Lengthening and lengthen and lowering. And again, lengthening and lowering and lengthening. So it's out, energy out, everywhere out. Lengthening, I think we did 4, and up, and just bending. Okay, and lengthening, and lengthen. Take your time if I'm rushing here, and lengthening, same thing, or if you can just lengthen a little bit more. Yeah, I can always feel here how I am with my contraction, and actually I'm so grateful that it now moves out. And lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. I'm very grateful because I am working with a master, a clairvoyant, and he's a healer also, obviously, and he told me it was nothing. I hadn't done anything wrong. It was the collective energy that was manifesting in my body, low frequencies obviously, giving me pain. Lengthen. So what I really like to tell you is, if you have something that's really painful and there is nothing, never ever think there has to be something, right? Ask for the explanation, but never ever think there must be something, because then something will manifest and then it can become a real tragedy, okay? Please don't do that. Right. So that was very personal, but very important, okay? Good, so do anything that you need to do to finish this class, to feel good. And of course, as always, a big thank you that you've been joining this class for today. Please, if you haven't subscribed yet, do that so other people find the channel and hopefully benefit as much as I did. You can check this out in my channel intro. And if you love to have more from the guides, you can have your daily dose on Instagram at Heike Dance and weekly energy updates on Heike Dance on YouTube. So you are needed here. You are important. So please look after yourself. And as I'm saying, if it's nothing, then don't think it must be something. The explanation will come if you ask for it. And for me, that was all I needed. To know I'm perfectly healthy and this will also manifest in my body soon. Lots and lots and lots of love, and have a beautiful day.